The South Bronx, the borough that gave birth to hip-hop.
There's a militarized police department that is ready to attack the people. Young people have taken the streets, they've shut down the highway.
There's an understanding that when the planet wins, the people win too.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Amor, justicia, hip hop, revoluciones.
Peace, this is Juan for Don't Stop Telesur English. We're on the south side of Chicago in the Hyde Park neighborhood. Behind me, the University Church, where an immigrant by the name of Juan Moreno has taken sanctuary after facing a deportation order by ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
Mi nombre es Juan Moreno. Estoy en santuario hace un mes por la situación de que migración me quiere deportar. La decisión fue tomada por mi caso que tuve un DUI hace 7 años. Migración lo tiene agravado por el hecho de no tener licencia. Hace 7 años ninguno de nosotros los indocumentados podía obtener una licencia. Entonces, peleando mi caso 7 años y con la ayuda de grupos, ¿no? Poderse informar y saber que sí hay gente que nos ayuda, que nos apoya en esto.
A partner organization, SSIP, here in Illinois reached out to us. They had been working with Jose Juan and supporting him for a while. So we actually met him a week before he was supposed to self-deport, and he came to our asamblea, our community gathering, where a lot of the folks who are in deportation proceedings or who have been detained, they got a chance to meet him. He presented his case to us, and that's where we decided, this is another one of our community members that ICE is trying to deport, that ICE is forcing to be separated from his family, and we decided that we would support him that day. So we ran a couple of options by him, tried to figure out what were some of the things that we could support him with, some of the things that we could do, and that's where we also decided later on that sanctuary might be an option for him.
Well, University Church is a part of an organization called CRLN. We're a partner congregation with them, and so they are following immigration matters really closely, and we're also partners and part of a coalition with OCAD, Organized Communities Against Deportation. And so in the work that they are doing, and they're on the ground, this is their community, right? They're following this. They came to us and said, well, we got a real situation, not like a case, right? But like we got somebody who's really facing being separated from his family right now.
Mi esposa es mexicana igual que yo, sin documentos. Tengo 5 hijos ciudadanos americanos. Decidí no separarme de mi familia quiero luchar por ellos, ¿no?
He was supposed to show up at O'Hare Airport. He was supposed to show up with his ticket already set to be deported, and he decided, it was a really tough decision for him, and he consulted with his family, with all of us, and he decided that he was going to come in here and fight.
A nadie le gusta estar encerrado, ¿no? Nadie le gusta hacer eso, pero hay que luchar por lo que queremos, ¿no? Pero las fuerzas que te da es que tu esposa está aquí y la gente, ¿no? Gente que está apoyándonos, ¿no? Entonces, te da fuerzas para seguir adelante, ¿no? No sabemos cuánto dure, pero tengo una televisión, me pongo a dibujar, a leer un poco.
Así que usted es artista. Ya sabía que iba a sacarle alguna información ahí que no sabe.
Mr. Moreno has taken sanctuary in his church, defying the order of deportation and saying, not one more. No one will deport me and separate me from my family. We have to ask ourselves the question, what is it about this proposed immigration reform that is really changing anything for immigrant families? When still to this day, families are being separated, young children not being able to be with their parents.
Tengo una niña la más grande va a cumplir 14 años y el más chico 2 años. Están conmigo, ¿no? Cada fin de semana están aquí conmigo y lo único que quieren es que esté con ellos. Quiero estar con ellos y con la ayuda de toda la comunidad y los grupos que están respaldándome y mi esposa, creo que se puede hacer algo, ¿no?
One of the real hypocrisies of immigration policy and its enforcement right now is that as an immigrant, you have to be superhuman, or it gives people the right to treat you as less than human. And there's something really wrong with that. I think what we're asking for is for policy and enforcement that allows people to be human. And when they make mistakes, they go through the process, they pay the price, and then they continue to live. This is a great place to live, and nobody should be forced to leave because they made a mistake. And I think even for advocates of comprehensive immigration reform, we shouldn't be advocating for perfection to be expected out of people. Nobody else's ancestors needed perfection to come into this country. Why now?
The laws that are set up right now, just because they're laws doesn't mean that they're right. And we're gonna do everything that we can, to support Jose Juan and to support other people like him and not fall into this narrative that is often pushed, that because he has a DUI conviction, he's a criminal, so we shouldn't support him. Because he's a criminal or considered to be a criminal, he should be deported, and that's not a narrative that we're gonna be following. And that's also why we decided to support him, right? Supporting him and supporting other people like him is an act of resistance that we are supporting along with other organizations and with other community members. It's an act of love because we're saying, no, we are not going to listen to your orders. We are not going to continue to let deportations happen. We're not going to continue to let our communities be separated, and we're going to do everything that we can. And sanctuary for us and for Jose Juan, it was one of the last resorts, right?
Sanctuary is a last resort when the system has completely failed people. And so for us, we don't even see it as breaking the law. We're seeing it as trying to love and support and advocate for this brother fighting for his family. It's the same kind of support that I would want if I was fighting for my family.
A Migración no le interesó los 5 hijos que tengo nacidos aquí. El apoyo de la comunidad, de los diferentes grupos que están conmigo, no les importó eso. No puedo salir para afuera, ¿no? Existe todavía el temor de que puedan estarme buscando, ¿no? O vean la oportunidad de agarrarme. Creo que ese miedo lo vivimos todos los indocumentados, ¿no? Se ha oído que quieren hacer redadas, ¿no? Y mi esposa tiene el temor, ¿no? Aunque ellos saben que estoy aquí, pueden ir a la casa, nomás a buscarme. Está ella, se la pueden llevar a ella, ¿no?
¿Piensa que va a haber una solución legal a su caso o que se va a ganar solo a través de la lucha comunitaria?
Bueno, esperemos que las dos nos ayuden, ¿no? A mí con la lucha comunitaria y a la demás gente, pues con la que va a dar Obama, ¿no?
The irony of it all, less than a mile away is the hometown residence of President Barack Obama. Barack Obama has deported more people than any other president in the history of the United States, and just recently announced that there will be a wave of immigration raids going down this summer, specifically against women and children.
He is the deporter-in-chief. He is going to finish his term knowing that that's the legacy that he's leaving, that he has been the president that under his administration, the most number of people have been deported, the most number of families, of communities have been separated.
To be elected and chosen by the people is to be called to be responsible to listen to the people. And if you listen to the people on the south side of Chicago and across this nation, we're calling for not one more deportation.
We've seen a lot of support from the different organizations and collectives that are here in Chicago organizing around different issues and who we as OCAD have collaborated a lot in the past. So it's been great to get the support from BYP members, from Asala's Daughters, from the People's Response Team, for the People's Artists Collective. We've been able to host different events here where we're coming together as community, not just to be out in the streets protesting, but also to build relationships with each other, to let each other know that we're here and we're gonna stand together.
And being able to help Black folks understand, like, okay, if you can look at the criminal justice system and see how families are being torn apart because of the systematic sort of predatory kind of arresting that's happening in certain communities, if you can see that and be mad about it, now go look at these raids that are happening over here. Like, if that don't make you mad, then what's going on? Like, to be human is to be able to understand the suffering of others. And right now in Chicago, the suffering between Black and brown is, I think, very much shared.
Donde quiera existimos los inmigrantes, ¿no? Donde quiera vemos inmigrantes y esperamos que cambie algo de leyes. Esperemos que con la lucha de la comunidad y los diferentes grupos que me están apoyando, creo que puede salir algo bueno.